insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Moore's Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will.
But our kids really responded. I mean, they, after everything got settled down, we went back down there on Saturday. I mean, they took command, they took control, and they didn't look back. And that's, one of the things that, I think in a lot of our programs here, we've tried to, preach the same message between the coaching staffs is, there's going to be highs and lows in games, and you're going to have to, fight through the lows, but when the highs come, you just got to stay and keep going.
76 points over the last 2 weeks for the Redbirds after being shut out by that good Highland team in week. And we're going to see the Alton offense first. And again, the offense has put up some numbers lately, and Coach Eric Dickerson liking the play of obviously sophomore running back Tim Johnson and liking the play of that offensive line. We'll see how that goes tonight against a good Maroons team. And here's the kickoff going deep, and it's going to go all the way into the end zone for a touchback before it's grabbed there by Terry Walker, and the Redbirds come out with quarterback Drew Jones, the junior, and you never know if it's going to be a run or a pass because they've got the speed and the athletes again this year on the outside. We thought losing Kevin Caldwell and some others that maybe the receivers would not be as explosive, but they really have, Eric.
No, there's some explosive kids out there.
Yeah.
Maury's back out for football this year after not playing last year, and he's probably one of the most athletic kids that's in the programs here at Alton. I mean, he can run, he can jump, and he does a really nice job with after taking a year off to come out. I mean, he's pretty smooth in some of the stuff he does. And obviously last year, Terry was a fairly big contributor.
Walker is on the outside, so is Sanders. The snap is high though, and Jones has to go back and cover it inside his 5-yard line, and a late flag flies too. The Redbirds had spread the field there with Lonnie Tate, Maury Woods, Terry Walker, Ahmad Sanders, and then the snap was bad, and that's not how you want to start on the first snap of the game, as it's going to be marked back near the 2-yard line, and we'll check the flag.
Yeah,
maybe
we might have got lucky here with a little sliding on Drew after the play here, but.
So unnecessary roughness, unsportsmanlike conduct, roughing the passer after he was already down. He covered the football back at the 2-yard line, but a big penalty, personal foul, is going to move the ball back to the 17, a 15-yard penalty against Belleville West. So the Redbirds start second down at their own 17-yard line, second down, or make it first down over again, 1st and 13. Down again. The Maroons wearing their maroon pants, the white jerseys and white helmets with the maroon numbers. Redbirds with their white helmets and the Redbird logo on that. Red red jerseys and gray pants. White numbers for the Redbirds here at home, Public School Stadium in week 4 of this season. Jones has it. He's going to swing it to Ahmad Sanders. He has it on the outside, gets a block or 2, and he's going to step out of bounds at the 24-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24-yard line there for all.
Asking some of those kids on the outside to make sure that they, sustain a block and give them an opportunity to, gain some extra yards.
2nd down and 6. The marker over there says 3rd down, but I believe it's 2nd down after the penalty. And 1 play for Alton. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Jones in trouble, and nobody blocks one of the linemen for Belleville West as he comes in there all alone. Kalan Caraway, 56, with a sack on Jones at the 19.
Yeah, that doesn't give you too much of a chance when the kid
just
gets a straight opportunity to come run right at the quarterback. So, they'll have to try to figure some of that stuff out here.
Copeland comes off the field as they do mark it 4th down. As it was a dead ball foul, I guess, so that 1st down play actually counted. And then the penalty after the play.
Yeah, I think
So it is 4th, and it is punting time for Alton, but now Coach Dickerson calling a timeout. I don't think they had all the players they needed out there, or some confusion here early in the game. 10:57 to go, 1st quarter, no score. Redbirds and Maroons here as Alton uses a timeout. Last couple of weeks, Alton Redbirds have won the Offensive Line of the Week from the Alton Knights of Columbus Quarterback Club with that O-line of Michael Green, Kyle Hughes, Tristan Underwood, Donovan Porter, and the center, Big Jamie Copeland, the junior. Also 2 weeks in a row, the back of the week has been Tim Johnson, Iziel Terrell, Ahmad Sanders, and Jakai Womack have all won Players of the Week awards, too, here in the first 3 weeks of the season for Alton.
Yeah, that's nice to see for the offensive line. I mean, Metz does a pretty incredible job with those kids. I mean, it's been pretty impressive to see some of the stuff he's done the last couple of
years. And we're ready for the snap now, coming out of the timeout. Good snap here, and it's going to be a kick to about the 50-yard line, midfield. And good coverage there as Deontay McGoy, the first man there, number 28 for Alton, and they wrap him up at the 46 of the Redbirds. Good field position for Belleville West, and we'll see what they do with their first possession at the Alton 46-yard line, and we'll see the Alton defense now. Redbirds defense on the field for the first time, and we mentioned Coach Eric Dickerson liking the line. Well, he likes the 3 linebackers for Alton, Charles Miller, Terry Walker, and Iziel Terrell. Athletic linebackers there, that trio.
Tough kids.
Yep. Right behind the 4 down linemen, the 4-3 defense. And Belleville West is going to pass it to the edge, too, and knock down right there. A catch. And a gain of about 3 yards, and that's going to be it. But Belleville West doing some scoring and some offense, too. Jackson McCloskey, their quarterback, 11 touchdowns. Running back DJ Johnson, 4 TDs, 400 yards. And they have a receiver, Dominique Lovett, 7 touchdown catches already.
That's not a bad start to the season.
No. He wears number 11. He comes to the near side. Lovett, a 6'1 sophomore. And they're going to run it this time and right up the middle, a little fullback dive, and it is number 5, DJ Johnson, it looks like, their leading ball carrier on the year. Johnson's going to gain a couple to the 40-yard line, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and 4. Maroons football, and still in the shotgun is the quarterback. And now we have a timeout as flags fly before the snap. And the Redbirds had some trouble jumping off sides on defense last couple of weeks. And It is offsides here too, so that defense giving Belleville West not only 5 yards, but a first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And that's one of the things we talked with the coaching staff this week. I mean, especially in that Collinsville game, I mean, we would do a really nice job of getting to a point to where we get a stop and we jump off sides, or we had a bad penalty on offense, and that game could have been drastically different, if we could have cut down on the penalties.
Yes, no doubt about it, especially early in the game. And here's DJ Johnson, the senior, running again. He slides over right tackle for 5 yards to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 5, and Belleville West started with that good field position at the 46, and they're already at the Alton 30-yard line now. 2nd down for McCloskey, the junior quarterback. And he's ready in the shotgun once again. Johnson, he fakes it to him. It's not a run, it's a pass, and the pass is bobbled and dropped. Isiel Terrell was right there with him, and Terrell's going to get a penalty for bumping him after he dropped the ball, and Terrell's momentum really carrying him into the receiver, but it was kind of a touch foul, but it is a penalty on the Birds again. Out there in the flat was, looked like number 86, Chase Blancourt, the tight end, and he bobbled it, then dropped it, and Terrell wasn't sure if he was going to come up with it or not, but it is a personal foul.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice job by those kids, the all kids. I mean, Terry and one of the tackles got in there, and they put a little bit of pressure on him, so, it makes it tough to throw a little bit tougher, and it makes those plays a little bit more difficult. But, if you make a mistake at the end like that, it tends to hurt all your momentum.
All the way down into the red zone, down to the 16-yard line for the Maroons here. Their center is Dwight Oregon, number 55, a 6-foot, 280-pound senior. And he will snap it to McCloskey once again here. And Belleville West down to the 16-yard line, and we're at 9:27 to go, first quarter, and no score. Both teams have had the ball one time. And the officials sort things out here once again before we get going. Head coach Cameron Pettis for Belleville West has his team again at 3-0. And they'll play Granite City next week while the Redbirds are playing the Edwardsville Tigers. And that's Alton at Edwardsville next Friday, 7 o'clock, live here on the Big Z.
The flow of this game is not real great right at the moment.
Slow.
The officials having conversations.
This isn't like basketball, is it?
No. Well, this is how the Redbirds play, right? That four-corner stuff.
I got you. Defense for Alton right now, and they need a big play here, a big stop. 1st and 10, though, at the 16-yard line for McCloskey. He's ready for the snap now at first down, 1st and 10. And the blitz is on once again. They throw it deep into the corner, and it is going to be caught. Love it. Good throw, good catch, and right over the top of Lonnie Tate, and it's a touchdown. And that's that big receiver that has now 8 touchdown catches on the year. The Maroons are up 6-0 on a little fade to the corner.
It's a nice ball by that kid.
So with 9:22 to go, first quarter, it's a 16-yard touchdown pass. And now they try to tack on the extra point. And they will go for one here with their kicker, freshman Alex Pedker. Actually, it's number 43, Logan Seibert. His brother, I believe, kicks for Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And the snap back, and we have whistles and flags again.
And judging by that first kickoff, I would assume they're related.
Yes. Pretty good kickers in the Seibert family.
Yes.
Oklahoma Sooners, one of their captains. And this junior is Logan Seibert for Belleville West. And we have another delay on the flag here. And I'm not sure, but maybe the Redbirds were offsides again here on the extra point. Still no indication.
Be good if they could get it figured out, though.
Yes. Good old referees. We know the officials have put the ball in play again, and I think
never said a bad word about one of them.
Really? Okay. Everybody taking your word for that for now, I guess. Here we go with the snap back. Kick is up, and it is good. Seibert boots it through, and 3 minutes into the game, Belleville West on the board on that 16-yard touchdown pass. 7-0 Belleville West here at Public School Stadium. Alton Redbirds trailing early here to West. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
From the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options.
Basketball coach Eric Smith, Brent Birkeland here with you, and Seibert boots this one all the way to the crossbar, to the back of the end zone. It clangs off the crossbar of the goalpost there, and another touchback.
Yeah, that's a nice little weapon to have in a high school football game.
Yes, it is. He's a junior. Logan Seibert for Belleville West. His brother kicking for Belleville West a few years ago, and again now with the Oklahoma Sooners. Eric Dickerson and the Redbirds try to get things going here as offensive coordinator Dave Jacobs tries to get the O going here. Coaches Dave Jacobs, Jason Raffelli, Ramil Shepard and Trent Morgan, Paul Anderson, Jeff White, Cameron Youngman, Scott Metzler, and Brian Sumter on the staff for Coach Dickerson. A handoff to Ahmad Sanders, and the defense strings that one out, and it's going to be a loss of a couple. He could not gain the corner and turn the corner there on the far side. Going to mark that as a 5-yard loss for Ahmad Sanders.
Yeah, I mean, the kids up front for Belleville West, you know, pretty good size, physical kids. You know, so hopefully we can, you know, try to do some things that'll, you know, keep them on their toes a little bit and keep them off balance, you know, try to utilize our speed a little bit.
And we'll see what happens now on 2nd down and 15. And the snap back in the shotgun. It's Jones. He's going to throw it deep. He has his man, and it is caught at the 50, to the 40, the 30, before he steps out of bounds. A long pass to Maury Woods, and Woods got a step or 2 or 3 on the defender. 1st and 10, Redbirds.
Yeah, that was a nice little route by Maury. Just kind of ran a little wheel route, it looked like. Got a couple steps on the kid. Pretty nicely placed ball by Drew. Caught it in stride. Got to run for a little while.
Perfect pass drop right in Maury's.
Down to the 21-yard line, almost the red zone. He stepped out at the 21-yard line. Jones to Maury Woods. And we mentioned a lot of playmakers on these two teams, so we could be in for some points tonight on offense.
Yeah, I think the big key, though, are downs like this where you have a big play. You got to come back and be able to gain a couple yards after this because, I mean, I don't think we're going to beat them with just counting on big plays.
Right. And sophomore Tim Johnson going to get it, and he moves right over the center, really. Jamie Copeland, the big center, 63, and Tim Johnson bowling forward for about 3 yards. Nice gain to the 18-yard line, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I mean, so just something like that's manageable. I mean, just keep, chugging away. You're obviously, probably in 4-down territory here unless you, decide to kick it. But, I mean, you just got to keep chipping away.
Johnson in the backfield with Jones here. 3 receivers to the right, including Walker, Tate, and Sanders. That means on this side, it's Maury Woods all alone here to the near side, to the left. And they're going to throw it over the middle, and that one was knocked down, and it's incomplete. And in the backfield, and it's going to happen a lot, number 88, you know him, Keith Randolph. You know him very well.
Yes, we do. Keith's a pretty good kid. I mean, he's played some AAU with some of our kids, so we've seen him around. He's been around. I mean, he's a high-energy kid. He's got, got a pretty good work ethic. I think he's only maybe a 2 or 3 year kid playing football, so it's pretty impressive the fact that he's just started to play football pretty recently, and now he's got something like 50 offers.
Mm-hmm.
But
including Illinois, I heard.
Yeah, he was a huge key to their basketball team this year. He wasn't necessarily the biggest kid or scored all the points, but he was definitely one of those kids that gave him the effort and the hustle and the heart to obviously go win a state championship in basketball.
Keith Randolph, a senior defensive end, 6'5", 260 pounds. Redbirds using a timeout here.
And he is every bit of that.
Yeah. Yeah, being recruited by many college football teams around the country.
Yeah, I mean, in the state tournament, he was a huge key for them in winning those games up there. I mean, especially in the championship game, he played his tail off.
7:36 to go, first quarter. Redbirds' second possession and a big play coming up here. 3rd down and 7 after that incomplete pass, and the Redbirds down 7-0 here early on. And we'll have to see how things go here as the first quarter progresses. And after the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. And Andrew Jones gets ready for another snap with Ahmad Sanders back there with him. Tim Johnson behind him as well. As they shift Sanders now out to the slot, right side of Jones. And they fake the handoff and throw it behind Sanders, looking for a slant there to Sanders, but it was behind him, incomplete, 4th down.
Yeah, and I mean, quick passing game, it's still not a pretty good sign that your quarterback is laying on his backside on a, in under center it'd be a 3-step drop, but he's just catching it, turning his shoulders and throwing it, and he's he got hit on the last 2 plays.
The 2 defensive ends are coming in there quickly. One of them is Randolph. The other, we've mentioned, 56, Caraway, 6 foot, 220-pound junior, number 56 for West. 4th and 7. Redbird's going to go for it here from the West 18-yard line.
Screen.
The blitz is on. The screen goes to Walker. He has it up the middle. He's down inside the 10.
And
a flag back outside the 30-yard line, so maybe it was roughing the quarterback too as he got rid of it quickly. And the Redbirds make it happen. 1st and goal at the 5 to Terry Walker.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that one.
So Walker made sure he made the catch, and then he found his blockers too there on the far side, and then split it back to the middle between the hashes, and it is roughing the quarterback during that play and after that pass. And Jones.
Yeah, and again, nice play call, Coach Jacobs. I mean, they've been able to come in, get a good rush and come in and knock the quarterback down. So. Just entice him to do it and let Terry get up underneath him and show his athleticism and run, make a couple misses, and, it was a nice play.
13 yards on that play, and remember, that was 4th down, 4th and 7. But halfway to the goal on the penalty makes it 1st and goal from the 2.5-yard line. Maybe Mr. Johnson gets it here. We'll see. See what that offensive line does for Alton here. 7-0 Maroons. Walker in motion. Jones rolling, looking to the back corner of the end zone. Grab there, touchdown. Ahmad Sanders has a touchdown. It's a 2-yard pass. Walker may have been open too, at the goal line, but deep in the corner, the back corner, was Ahmad Sanders.
Yeah, that's one thing that Drew does, pretty nice for a left-handed kid, is he rolls out to his right and has the ability to throw on the run going in that direction, which typically is something that's a little bit more difficult for high school kids to do, but they do run a lot of sprint outs and roll outs to the right for him, and he done a nice job of squaring his shoulders up and throwing the ball.
Now Jake Lombardi with the extra point. The kick is up. It looks good. It is good, and it ties the game. The junior kicker bangs it through, and it's 7-7. The Redbirds, with a couple of big plays, move down the field, and Ahmad Sanders has the touchdown, and we are tied now 7-7 with 7 minutes to go. First quarter. Back at the stadium in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Morse Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned.
Welcome back to Public School Stadium, a 7-7 ball game now. The Redbirds get a touchdown pass from Drew Jones to Ahmad Sanders. Sanders scoring his third touchdown of the year, and the Redbirds have had 7 different players that have scored touchdowns this year, and Sanders is one of them, and he gets the tying TD right there. And now the kick, a short kick, squibbed to about the 30 and brought back to the 40-yard line by the Maroons, and that was number 7, Jordan Bruce, a junior, bringing it back just over the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 West here, 7 minutes to go, first quarter.
A good opportunity here for our kids to, step up and make a play. I mean, linebackers can step up and make a couple plays here and get us the ball back and see if, maybe one of those big plays can, put us up.
One of those linebackers, Terry Walker, was one of our players of the game last Saturday in Collinsville. The other player of the game was a defensive lineman, Armonte Miller, 33, had a big game, senior, 6 foot. 175 pounds on that defensive line, but he can play in the trenches. He's here on the left defensive end.
Yeah, they said he took a little butt chewing and responded and came out and played. I mean, and especially, watching the game, I mean, he made some plays.
And we have a whistle, and looks like a flag here before the snap again, as this first quarter is really dragging on. We're already 30 minutes into this ball game, and we're only at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter. False start, Belleville West.
If it's on them, though, we'll take it.
Sure. Penalty on the visitors, back 5 yards to their own 35-yard line.
It looks like something with the center, because the referee looks like he was having a conversation with how the kid was snapping the ball.
Interesting. Shotgun again. McCloskey's going to hand the ball off. Comes to the near side, cutting it back over the 40 to the 41-yard line. Might be DJ Johnson with that carry. Nope, it's number 7. It's going to be Jordan Bruce with the carry, and I believe 7, Charles Miller, made the tackle.
Yeah, it looked like Chuck came in from the backside there and made a nice little play.
So 7 against 7 there on that run, but it was 6 yards for West. 2nd down and 9. 4 defensive linemen for the Redbirds, 3 linebackers get ready. Here's Johnson up the middle. He breaks a tackle, or tries to anyway, and he's brought down near the 50. Iziel Terrell finally getting him to the ground, and it's going to be 3rd and 2, a gain of about 6 or 7 more.
Yeah, I mean, kids are making tackles, but they're making tackles, everything coming, you know, in our direction. So, you know, we got to find a way to step up into a hole, make a play.
Get a turnover, get a stop here. It's 3rd and short, though. 3rd and 2 near the 50-yard line. And now the tackle jumps, and Miller, the defensive end, jumps. And I think it's another false start on West. It is on the offense, back 5 yards to their own 43-yard line.
Yeah, it's usually a tell sign when the kid gets up and starts waving his arm at the other kid.
Yep.
Guilty conscience.
He moved first. He moved first. With Coach Eric Smith, Brent Birkeland with you here on this Friday night. Week 4 of the high school football season. Redbirds home tonight. Big crowd for the home side in red here on the near side. Alton tied with West. Here's a pass. Knocked down there at the line. Iziel Terrell was blitzing in, so he may have gotten a piece of that. Kyle Hughes got into the backfield too. Big number 74. 300-pound junior defensive lineman. And it's going to be 4th and 7 on that incomplete pass. Knocked down at the line. Back deep, it is Terry Walker and Ahmad Sanders to return the punt. 5.5 minutes to go, first quarter. And the Redbirds don't have enough players on the field, I don't think.
Yeah, there's only 10 out there.
And that was a problem on special teams earlier. Now we have a timeout. Well, now we have a flag on the far side on 4th and 7.
Yeah, I mean, always a frustrating
offsides, Alton.
Yeah, frustrating part as a coach. I mean, the kid who was on the field ran off the field, and then now that the penalty's been called, he's come back onto the field. So
lined up offsides, I guess, there. Because it wasn't even near time to snap the ball. And they threw the flag right away. Offsides, Alton. So now it's 4th and 2. Still look like they're going to punt the ball near midfield. Nope. And now they're going to fake it. Rolling to the left. Now throwing the ball incomplete.
And we got pretty lucky on that play.
He was open.
You know, Iziel was out there and he had to make a choice. Either come up and, you know, hit the punter or cover the kid, you know, that's running down the field. And he came up to put a little pressure on the kid and got a little excited and threw it about 2 feet too far.
Over the head of Jordan Bruce, who was out in the flat, open, at least 10 yards down the field, maybe 15 yards down the field. Redbirds now going to get it at the Belleville West 48-yard line. First and 10, Redbirds. 7-7 game.
Good spot for us here. You know, you get a stop. They had a little momentum drive the ball, you know, and you get it back here, you know, at midfield, and, you know, 5.5 minutes left. You know, piece together a little drive here, get some confidence.
Redbirds going from our right to our left here in the first quarter, and they have the ball with receivers left and right. Trips to the right. Now Sanders in motion. He's going to get the ball on a handoff. Cuts it back up the middle to the 40. Inside the 40-yard line, and he found a hole. It wasn't going to be open on the edge, so he decided to go to the hash mark, and it's a first down.
No, and it's supposed to be a jet sweep, and that, you know, tackle came flying up the field, and Nuke just cut underneath him. I mean, sometimes it's just nice to be athletic.
Yes, and be able to move like that quickly. Stopped on a dime and cut it back up the middle, and it's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line, 36-yard line. A gain of 12 for Sanders. Now Jones ready for the snap again from center Jamie Copeland. Man in motion is Sanders again. This time they'll go the other way, though. Misdirection to Johnson. He ducks inside the 35 to the 33, so 3 more for Tim Johnson. Again, only a sophomore running back, and last week, 230 yards rushing.
And he had a healthy chunk against Quincy, too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been the offensive back of the week 2 weeks in a row. The Alton Knights of Columbus Quarterback Club, and Down to the 4-minute mark here. 2nd down and 7, Redbirds. They have it at the Belleville West 33-yard line. Jones back to throw. Has some time this time, but he overthrows. Walker, double coverage out there on the edge to Jones's right, and he overthrows Walker.
Yeah, and that was the same play that we scored on earlier on Maury's side, but instead we go to the other side with Terry. And Belleville West did a little bit better job covering at that time.
Tight fit to get that ball in there, so maybe he just threw it deep, hoping something would happen, but it's incomplete. 3rd down. And so now the new plays coming in as Johnson and Sanders, Tate and Woods all look to the sideline for the new play, and the quarterback, junior Drew Jones. Jones is in the shotgun, Johnson to his right. Belleville West almost jumping off sides here. Long count, now flag comes out, and I think it's delay of game on the Redbirds. It is. Another penalty on Alton. They've only got one more timeout left, and they didn't want to use it there, or didn't know that it was, the clock was ticking down that far, I guess. So they're going to be pushed back 5 yards on 3rd and long. Back to the 38-yard line it goes.
It'll remain 3rd down for us.
And 4:01 to go, 1st quarter. And we'll see what happens here with the Redbirds now at 3rd and long.
Yeah, and I think you're assuming you got 2 plays to get, what, 11, 12 yards here?
Right. Jones back, has some time again. The middle of the field, open receiver there, but he overthrows the intended receiver, and a couple receivers thought they were open. Not only Sanders, but I think Lonnie Tate thinks he was open too.
Yeah, I mean, we had 2 kids down the middle of the field. Drew had a little bit of time. I mean, he wasn't necessarily pressured as much on that play as he has been. You know, kids up front did a nice job, stepped up and threw it, just a little bit over the reach.
And so it's going to be 4th and about 11 or 12 to go, and they need to get to the 27-yard line, and they're at about the 38-yard line.
Maybe a screen again.
Yeah, 4th and long. We'll see how it goes.
Now he's going to punt it.
Yeah, he drops back near the 50-yard line now. So it's going to be a punt, and it's a short one, and it's going to go out of bounds near the 20-yard line. And it will be marked outside the 20 at about the 22-yard line here with 3:47 to go, 1st quarter, and the Redbirds, with that good field position, were not able to capitalize, picked up a 1st down, but now Alton goes back to defense, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they can, kind of knuckle up here and get a stop and at least go into halftime tied and not down 14-7. I mean, I think that's a pretty good accomplishment for us right at this point in time. I mean, we've struggled a little bit offensively, but we've had some plays that, could have went a little bit of ways or helped us get a 1st down. I mean, I think it's just, kids got to settle down a little bit and just, understand that it's just going to be a grind.
Belleville West snaps it, and now we have whistles. Whistles again with 3:46 to go, 1st quarter, and I didn't see a flag at first, but now there is one on the field. Flag.
There we go.
And a false start on Belleville West as they start this possession. 1st and 10. Now it's 1st and 15 back at their own 17-yard line.
I think that's one of the hard things for kids, in high school to kind of understand is, Belleville West is a good football team. So, kids got to stay focused and, they've got to be able just to keep grinding away on each possession, and eventually something's going to work out. But, the hard part with high school kids is getting them to, be able to deal with some of the adversity or failures.
McCloskey going to the sideline. He has Lovett there for about 5 yards as he ducked in front of Lonnie Tate. Tate bumped him out of bounds, but that's Lovett, their big receiver, who scored a touchdown earlier in this game, and he has about 5 or 6 yards there. And quickly, no huddle, and McCloskey ready to go again in the shotgun. 3:42 left, first quarter. And the snap back on second down at about 10. It's Johnson, DJ Johnson to the 24, 25, and that's it as they sealed up the hole there up the middle. A lot of Redbirds in, gang tackling Johnson at the 25-yard line.
Short gain on the play, third down, Belleville.
And again, 4 down linemen for the Redbirds. Hughes, Porter, Tyron Richardson in there usually. Armonte Miller as well. Out to the edge now, Belleville West. And close to a first down on 3rd and 7. Up near the first down marker. They mark it at the 32. Is it just short, maybe?
It looks close.
And I think they're going to have to measure it here with 2:54 left, first quarter. Redbirds again next week will be at Edwardsville, playing the Tigers in week number 5 as the Southwestern Conference season rolls on. And looks like they are going to try and measure it here.
Yeah, this is one where we hope he used his right foot instead of his left.
We hope. Teams that are 1-0 in the conference coming in to tonight, Belleville West and Alton, along with East St. Louis.
Nope, short.
Just short.
So he used his right foot.
He did. The right foot for Alton. And at the 32-yard line, their own 32-yard line, it's going to be 4th and short. So, Belleville West, a decision to make, although they'll probably go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's still 3 minutes left of the game. If they don't get it, you're giving it to us at the, right up close to the 30-yard line with.
It's still the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, oh goodness, you are right. It is the first quarter.
Early.
I thought it was the third. We passed my bedtime here.
It has been a long first period here. No doubt about it.
What is it, 9:30, 10?
It's close. It's got to be close. 7 o'clock kickoff, I think. We'll see. It's 2:54 left first quarter. And
it's going to be a 50-minute half, or a 50-minute quarter.
Yeah. 10 or 11 o'clock at night before this game gets over, maybe.
Good thing they don't stop the clock like this in basketball.
Go, go, go in hoops. Hoops means we go, go, go. 32-yard line here. And it is 4th down, and it looks like West will punt it away to the Redbirds. 1 man deep. That's Ahmad Sanders back at his own 25-yard line. Here comes the punt from West. On 4th and short, they do punt it away this time. Hits at the 35, rolls to the 25 and 20-yard line. A good Maroons roll there, down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That helps flipping the field a little bit.
It does. And now the Redbirds will be at their own 19-yard line, 1st and 10, as they bring out the offense once again, and we'll see if the Redbirds can move it. Redbirds with 2 wins in a row, 2 road victories at Quincy, at Collinsville. Now they come home to play Belleville West, a 3-0 team, and there's a few of those around the area at 3-0 here early. Belleville West is one of them. That offensive line comes out onto the field, and they get ready to go. Kyle Hughes at the guard. He's a 5'9 junior, 300 pounds. Copeland again the center, junior, 6'2", 280. And the quarterback, Drew Jones, ready for the snap. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Man in motion, as usual, Ahmad Sanders. Here's Johnson with the carry to the right. Tried to break it outside, but no gain. Nothing doing for Johnson there.
Yeah, it's a little hard. I mean, once he takes the handoff, it's a little bit hard for him to get going downhill. There's a little bit of penetration. They're making him stop his feet. So, I mean, hopefully we can, find a way to hold those guys up a little bit longer so he can get ahead of steam moving forward.
And now it's 2nd and 10. Another play coming in with just over 2 minutes to go. First quarter. 45-minute first quarter so far.
Yeah, and the pace of us kind of slowing down here a little bit, so I think we're going to be pretty content maybe just getting into the second quarter here.
And the Redbirds may run the football again here at 2nd and 10. We'll see.
If you asked me 5 minutes ago, I'd have told you it was halftime.
Or close to it. Oh, and looks like we're going to have another penalty. It's another penalty, and it's another delay of game on the Redbirds, not getting that offensive play in quick enough. A lot of the receivers and the quarterback looking to the sideline for the play, and it seems like they're looking to the sideline for a long, long time. So, penalty on the Birds, back to their own 14-yard line now. 2nd down, 15 to go. Linemen ready, those 5 Redbird linemen ready to go. Now Jones puts Sanders in motion again. He fakes it, pump fake over the middle, and it's picked off. Picked off and going the other way. A Belleville West linebacker, Redbirds receiver open in the middle of the field. Jones overthrows him, and it's picked off, and West has it. It's number 7. We've mentioned his name a time or two. Jordan Bruce, a junior, number 7 with the pick, and he takes it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he just kind of let that one get away from him a little bit. Looked like Lonnie, I think, was right in the middle of the field and maybe had an opportunity, but got away from it a little bit. I mean, right now it's just kind of a bad break, minute 30 until you get out of the quarter, and now they got on a 5.
Yeah, just outside the 5, 1st and goal.
And I would assume that 3's pretty automatic for them here.
Yeah, they want to stick it in the end zone and go up by another touchdown here. They led 7-0, and then Alton tied it at the 7:09 mark of the first quarter. But now they have it 1st and goal after the big turnover there. McCloskey ready for the snap, hands it to Johnson. Johnson hit and dropped at about the 5. He dives forward to the 4-yard line. Iziel Terrell, first man to hit him there. And Charles Miller in on the play, number 7.
And this is, for us, this is a, pretty important possession. I mean, if we can limit them to 3, then obviously that's a lot better than giving them 7. But, I mean, I think in a game like this where they're a little bit more used to grinding things out than we are, then keeping it to under 7 points is going to be good.
Johnson dives forward again. Now he's down near the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal from about the 2-yard line now for number 5, 5'10" senior DJ Johnson on the carry again. And we'll have to see if he gets the ball again, or maybe they fake it to him and put it in the air.
Yeah, I mean,
30 seconds left, first quarter.
I would assume, though, they're probably going to keep it on the ground here.
3rd and goal, and it's going to the air.
Very smart, am I?
They throw it to the end zone. Touchdown! To the left it goes, and it is a touchdown for West as they put 6 more on the board. Just a little 2-yard touchdown pass. And they didn't even fake the run that time. Threw it to Will Langston, a senior, number 14, wide receiver. 2-yard TD pass. Redbirds had a 2-yard touchdown pass earlier. And now Seibert, with 18.6 seconds left first quarter, will try to tack on the extra point. Logan Seibert, the junior. 5'11" junior, number 43. Kicks it into the air and right through the uprights, and it's 14-7. Belleville West has another lead, and each time they have gotten the ball on the Alton side of midfield, they have scored. Redbirds gave them field position at about the 46 early in the game, and this time it was 1st and goal at the 7 after the interception. Now it's the Maroons 14, the Redbirds 7. first quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Morse Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Morse Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honesty, integrity, quality, service, and value. Visit us at MHI1962.com or call 46-50505.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help you.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Should have made a home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
With Redbirds basketball coach Eric Smith, Brent Berkland back with you here at Public School Stadium. Redbirds trailing by a touchdown again late in the first quarter, and our score 14-7 Belleville West, as they have thrown 2 touchdown passes. McCloskey now on the season up to 13 touchdown passes in game number 4 here. Redbirds have it at their own 20-yard line after the kick sailed into the end zone again. The kickoff. Here's Walker on the end around. He breaks a tackle, 25-30, 35-40. Steps out of bounds right on the 40-yard line, it looks like. Big gain for Walker there, 20 yards.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Terry. I mean, a lot of high school kids will try to keep going to the outside, but, you know, he got his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and got upfield as quickly as he could. And you know, back in the days when I did coach football, that was one of the hardest things that we tried to get kids to do, is they just want to try to outrun everybody to a sideline. And, you know, sometimes it's hard for them to understand the quicker they get upfield, the faster it's going to be.
Maybe one more play for the first quarter now, as Walker gains 20 out to the 40-yard line for the Redbirds. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Johnson in the backfield with Jones. Jones throws it. Little 5-yard pass. And it is caught there by Ahmad Sanders at the 45-yard line. They mark it at the 44. They only gave him 4 yards, and that's the end of the first quarter here at Public School Stadium. Almost 1 hour to play the first quarter. We had 3 touchdowns in the quarter. Belleville West 14-7 over Alton. Second quarter in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to Public School Stadium, Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, and the second quarter gets underway here. It's Alton ball. Redbirds trailing Belleville West 14-7. Jones on the quarterback keeper cannot get away from the defensive lineman there. Anthony Graham, big 6'3" senior, brings Jones down at his own 43-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 to go.
Yeah, I think they were trying to run a little jet sweep there, but the snap was a little bit over Drew's head, and he kind of had to scramble to try to make a positive play out of it.
And so the second quarter gets underway. Redbirds with a touchdown. In the middle of that first quarter, Jones to Sanders to tie the game at 7. But then with just 18 seconds left first quarter, after a turnover, interception, set up Belleville West with good field position. They scored a touchdown and take the lead. Here's a pass to Sanders, incomplete down the middle of the field. 4th and 7, and it's punting time for the Redbirds near midfield. And that means Jones, the quarterback, will kick it away. And Belleville West will get the ball back, and the defense needs to come up big here at 14-7. For us, about a minute into the second quarter now. And the Redbirds get ready for the punt. Special teams on the field, near midfield. And Belleville West finally dropping a man deep to return. Jamarcus Goldsby. And the line drive kick hits at the 30. Goldsby grabs it there. And he's off to the races, and he cannot get out of the grasp of some Redbirds who are down there quickly. Donovan Porter may have been the first one. Big number 69 was down there quickly.
Yeah, Donovan. You can't fault his effort.
And we may have a penalty flag. Surprise, surprise, Coach.
Well, wouldn't be a possession.
Even the
Somebody
punts.
didn't get one.
Even the punts we've had offsides on a punt. False start on a punt. False start on a punt here is declined. Redbirds' penalty is declined. And Belleville West will get it at their own 27-yard line. You are going to have to leave before this game's over. I'm looking at the clock here. It's 8 o'clock.
My wife's going to send me a text telling me to come home and put the kids in bed.
There you go. You never know. 14-7, Maroons with the lead. Redbirds back on defense, and again, they need a stop or a turnover here. Get some momentum going, get the fans into the game, make some noise. Redbirds are ready to go. On D. 7-point game. Second period. McCloskey, low snap, it's loose, and he has to jump on it.
Be careful jumping on the quarterback.
Yeah, it was kind of late by Armonte Miller there. Miller jumped on him after he had already jumped to the ground at the 15-yard line. Big loss there. Loss of 12 yards.
I mean, like you said earlier, I think that's been the hard part, is just the kind of the flow of the game has just been kind of brutal so far with mistakes and penalties and you know, how long it's taken them to make calls on penalties, and you know, there hadn't been a ton of excitement for the fans to get too loud about right now.
Haven't been able to get into the game from the stands either. You're right. Here we go. It's a fullback dive, a dive straight ahead up the middle, a running play over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now it's going to be 3rd down for West. No huddle as they're ready to go at it again. That run by DJ Johnson, both the big backs in this game. Johnson, Tim Johnson, and DJ Johnson for each team. DJ for West in the backfield. 3rd and long, though. It's going in the air. McCloskey throws it deep down the sideline, and it is bobbled and just out of the reach and off the hands of the receiver at midfield there. A lot of air under that pass, about 20, 30 yards into the air, incomplete. 4th down.
And that's a good stop by our kids. You know, they did a nice job. Obviously, Belleville, you know, made a mistake to kind of help us out, but, you know, a good stop here. And again, we keep kind of talking about it, is if you can just piece a drive together, you know.
Maybe get some good field position on this return by Sanders.
Some positive plays back to back to back.
Yeah. So here comes the punt. Punter back at his own 10-yard line. And now the Redbirds have a player late to get on the field.
Maybe not.
And then comes back off the field. I guess they have 11 already out there. It's a low line drive that hits at the 50-yard line. Sanders going to stay away from it.
And this will be all right field position for us.
Rolls to the 38-yard line. Alton at their own 38-yard line. 1st and 10 here as the second quarter is underway. 9:22 to go. Redbirds have the ball, and they look for a drive here to tie the game.
Yeah, and especially in this spot. I mean, we got a ton of kids that are playing both ways, you know, so we need to put a drive together to let those kids kind of, you know, at least gather themselves a little bit, you know, 'cause obviously the defensive end's a little bit more demanding on you as a player. So, you know, I think, again, it's pretty important for us to try to, you know, get couple first downs here, move the ball, and show that we can, you know, kind of control the ball for a little bit.
As the coach has said, you know, you didn't have those two-way players much last year when they had some 26 seniors.
Yeah.
Now you got about half that many seniors.
As the coach says, who lets kids shoot a bunch of threes and run all over the place.
Here's the snap. It's a handoff. It goes forward to Tim Johnson for a couple. To the 41-yard line. He's going to gain just a couple, and he hasn't been able to break one yet. Every run for Johnson, just 2 or 3 yards so far.
Yeah, I mean, that was a nice play by the Belleville West kid. He stepped up in the whole field and you know, made a solid tackle.
The captains, Iziel Terrell tonight, Ahmad Sanders, Charles Miller, and 69, Donovan Porter, out for the coin toss before the game. Redbirds will have to kick it off to start the second half when we make it to halftime. If we make it to halftime, it's 8.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter as this ball is tipped, almost intercepted there, incomplete, as Belleville West continues to play good defense just like the Redbirds really. 14-7 Maroons, up by a touchdown. We're at 8:36 to go. First half, and the Redbirds are now at 3rd and 8 from their own 41. Here at Public School Stadium on Friday night, number 4 in the season, middle of September. Jones ready for the snap again. The ball's going to probably go up in the air again. It will. Deep pass there. The defender closer to the ball and knocked it away from the receiver. Maury Woods, I believe, out there on the edge. Incomplete. As that ball a little bit overthrown. And so it's punting time for the Redbirds, and this has become a punting game back and forth. After we had 3 touchdowns first quarter, West with the lead, 14-7. Redbirds kick it away with 8.5 to go in the first half.
Well, you know, maybe it just comes down to the point to where we just, you know, keep playing good defense, hold them, and get that one or two more big plays.
Maybe get a turnover and some good field position sooner or later with the defensive play once again. Here's a line drive by Jones. Hits at the 30, rolls to the 20, near the 10-yard line. Downed at the 10-yard line by number 10. Samilton, Cavante Samilton down there.
Yeah, I would imagine if that young man goes over the sideline, coach can have a nice little conversation about catching the ball. Probably would have saved him 15, 20 yards on the roll.
Yeah. Let it roll and rolled from the 30 to the 10. So at their own 10, Belleville West ball, 1st and 10 with 90 yards to pay dirt here. And now the Redbirds could use some D. They've got them backed up at their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, that turnover here would be incredible.
Here we go. McCloskey waits for the snap. 3 receivers to his right, the far side, the Belleville West sideline. And he looks over the defense and long count. Hands the ball. DJ Johnson over the right side, and About 3 yards out to the 13-yard line before he was gang tackled there by the Redbirds. Damian Jones, one of the Redbirds, in on that play. And the Redbirds get ready on D again. Second down, 7. They give him 3 to the 13-yard line. Now the 3 receivers come to the left of the quarterback, here to the near side. It's going to be a handoff again. Nothing doing there, and the pile drives forward, though. 3 or 4 yards there after contact. And it's going to be 3rd and 1 instead of 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Ivaziel did a nice job of, filling, but the momentum in the pile just kind of pushed them all forward a little bit. So, instead of 3rd and 4, now it's 3rd and 1.
So out to the 19-yard line for West. And now a whistle and a flag on the Redbirds. Could it be offsides on the defense again?
Yeah.
On 3rd and 1. And so, offsides will send the ball to the 24-yard line. It's a first down.
First down, Bill.
And Eric Dickerson does not like it. Now we're ready. At 1st and 10, a new set of downs. Eric Dickerson, basically the defensive coordinator, along with being the head coach. Defensive specialist, if you will. There's a run up the middle. Nothing doing there. Iziel Terrell and the Redbirds knock down the ball carrier. Pushing forward again, though, out near the 28, 29-yard line.
Run up the middle.
So it's a gain of almost 5 before it's over. Coming out of the game, John Rogers, 66. And receivers left and right again. McCloskey's going to throw the ball. Fakes left, going to go right, has a man open, and it is caught down to the 30-yard line of Alton. Big gain there over midfield. It got between the safety and the cornerback there, a little seam, and it was caught for a big gainer.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive ball by a high school kid. Just waits and waits for them to, get open, coming in between 2 guys in that zone, and just threw a strike to him.
All the way down to the Alton 30-yard line. About 40 yards on that play. 1st and 10.
And this is where you got to have a kid step up. They had a big, you've done a nice job. Thought you had an opportunity maybe to stop them and get them to punt, a penalty, and then they chip away, and then a big play. You got to have a kid make a play now.
Had them backed up at their own 10-yard line to start this drive. Here's Johnson. Big hole up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Trouble here. He's at the 10, down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. DJ Johnson running through the middle of the field all alone for a while.
Yeah, I think that was the opportunity right there. We had a kid, come across and had his hands on him to make a play for a loss, and they broke through an arm tackle, and now it's a big play. Now back-to-back big plays makes it a little bit harder for you to fight through it.
2 big chunks there on back-to-back plays for the Maroons. And the snap back, McCloskey. 1st and goal. He throws it over the head of the intended receiver in the end zone. That's Langston again, who caught a touchdown pass late in the 1st quarter. So 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. West already leading 14-7. And the Maroons knocking on the door again. And we're at 5:57 to go, 2nd quarter, midway through the 2nd. And McCloskey, the quarterback, ready for the snap. Jackson McCloskey, number 15. Snap back, hands it off to Johnson up the middle. Hit at the 3 or 4 yard line, but there goes the pile again. Yeah. Pushing forward to the goal line, and it's close. Maybe just short of the goal line. Nope, now they signal touchdown. 4-yard touchdown run. DJ Johnson, again, the first contact at about the 3 or 4 yard line, but there goes that pile again, Coach.
Well, that's kind of interesting. The pile just keeps going, and all the kids stop play, and then the whistle, referees put their hands up in the air. I did kind of an interesting way to call it.
So 5:44 to go, second quarter. It's a 4-yard touchdown run. And I believe, the 3 touchdowns previously were passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
This is our first rushing touchdown. Now Seibert will boot the extra point through. It's good. And just like that, the Maroons have a lead. A quick 90-yard drive. A couple of big chunks through the air and on the ground, and they go 90 yards to take the lead. 21-7 now over Alton High. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
From the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's
7 in favor of West.
Yeah, I mean, if I remember right, we were down 14, 17 points to Quincy in the first half. Came back, won by a couple touchdowns. So, the kids obviously, have the ability to, to strike and put some points on the board. So, again, I think it just comes down to, being able to be a little bit more solid offensively and trying to, piece some drives together. They need some positive plays on multiple plays.
And move the ball forward as they throw it, swing it to Sanders. Sanders gets popped at the 30-yard line, a gain of about 10. And he is knocked out of bounds right there. Belleville West with a big hit. And Sanders lost his helmet or took his helmet off.
I think it got knocked off.
Yeah. Shake it up maybe a little bit. Andy may have to check on Ahmad Sanders. Andy Renner, the athletic trainer.
No, he looks all right. It was a pretty nice hit, but
yeah,
Nuke's probably one of the toughest kids that I've been around in 20-some years of doing this. The kid competes constantly, and he's an impressive kid.
Redbirds bring a new lineman in. Tyron Richardson, senior, comes into the game. On the offensive line, and the Redbirds get ready here. Richardson is at left tackle right now. And Jones is ready on 1st and 10 as Sanders gained 11 on that swing pass. Here's Johnson, Tim Johnson, breaking a tackle up over the 35, 36, 37-yard line. Gain of 6 for number 5.
Yep, there we go. Two positive possessions. So here's the key. Can we
keep it rolling?
One more to it. Yeah.
Keep it going.
We've had 2, but I don't necessarily remember, any point in these first 2 quarters where we've had 3 positive plays.
3 in a row.
Yeah.
About time for a penalty.
True.
I'm just saying. 5 minutes to go here, second quarter. Dick Lyons didn't like that comment. Okay, all right. We're ready for the shotgun here for Jones. Snap back. He swings it this time to Terry Walker. 40, 45, and it's a first down. 3 in a row, Coach.
Well, let's put our hands together for 4.
Can we make it? Connect 4. Out to the 46-yard line here for Walker. Redbirds on the move maybe here near midfield. Couple of first downs.
Dickie don't want another penalty because he's got places to be after this.
Of course. I think I know where. 4.5 minutes to go.
I thought you were going to say 4.5 minutes up the street.
That too. Snap back to Jones. Pump fake. Now he's going long to Sanders.
Yes.
And a leaping grab between defenders by Ahmad Sanders. He just got popped out of bounds, and he makes a big play into Maroon territory.
I mean, that's the thing about Nuke. You know, he just he just got, you know, knocked off his cleats 2 plays earlier, and he's run down the sideline, goes up over the top of 2 kids to make a play. I mean, he's the smallest kid out of those 3, and he comes down with the ball. I mean, that's...
And now timeout on defense as they try to stop the momentum after that play between 2 defenders. And how about the touch by Jones on that throw?
Yeah. I mean, it was like I said. I mean, obviously Andrew and Nuke have, you know, done that in practice because he has enough faith that, you know, to know where to throw the ball and give Nuke an opportunity to go make a play.
Good catch by Ahmad Sanders, and he probably wanted to make up for that after losing his helmet just a moment ago on that big hit where he gained a first down, but this time he gains a lot more than that as they were right near midfield. Now all of a sudden the Redbirds are near the red zone, the 21-yard line of Belleville West.
Yeah, I mean, Nuke's a proud kid. He's not gonna let people have the last thing that they remember about him in the game is that he got knocked down. He's one of the, like I said earlier, he's probably one of the, you know, most competitive kids that I've had the opportunity to be around. Not always the biggest, not always the best, but he is he's one of the most competitive kids that we have.
Listed at 5'10", 140, senior. And that was about 33 yards into the air. And some of the other receivers have been kind of quiet. Maybe it's time for Tate or Woods or Walker or Johnson. Tim Johnson to the outside.
Yep, there you go.
Now he breaks it back to the 15, down inside the red zone. He's down near the 13-yard line. Good run by the sophomore. And good blocking to the left.
Well, and the nice part about it is that we've had some positive plays. We've had some positive run plays. We've had some positive pass plays. And now, you know, it kind of keeps them off balance to where, you know, earlier we're in, you know, second and long, and they can kind of pin their ears back and come get us. But now they got to be a little bit more solid in what they do, and it's a little bit easier offensively to, you know, get some positive things when they're guessing.
Johnson this time wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and maybe no gains. Now going to be 3rd and 2 as the play blown up by Caraway again, 56.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like some kind of draw, and it just took too long for it to kind of develop.
Yeah, delay up the middle for Tim Johnson, no gain, maybe a loss of a half yard. 3rd down. Redbirds here. They need to get to the 11-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, and he's probably going to take a shot at the end zone here. So
Sanders comes to the near side with Walker. And here we go as the snap back, and we have another flag flying at 3rd down and about 3. And just under 3 minutes to go till halftime. Was that delay a game again?
Yeah.
The Redbirds have had some of those tonight.
Now 3rd and 3 is 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
So changes changes the, you know, I mean, obviously you still got two downs to try to get a first here, but, you know, that's, you feel a little bit more confident with 3rd and 3.
Coach Jacobs looking further into his playbook now. 3rd and 8. Turning the pages. And Jones ready. Gives the handoff on the sweep to Sanders. He's in trouble as he leans forward, and maybe a yard, maybe not. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down now for Alton. So nothing doing there as they keep the ball at about the 18-yard line. Need to get to the 11. So we'll call it 4th and about 7 to go. And we're down to 2:22 to go, first half. And the time is running here, so watch out for a delay of game again. Get that play in. Taking a long time again. Here we go, 4th and 7. And timeout is called by the offense. Wasn't sure there if it was West or Alton, but it's a timeout. Redbirds, 2:08 to go till halftime. West 21, Alton 7. 4th down, Redbirds when we come back. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Morse Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every...
Redbirds have huddled up, and they have their play ready using their last time out. 4th and 7. Coach Eric Smith and Brent Birkeland back with you here, and Redbirds down 21-7. Big spot in the game here just before halftime with the Redbirds down by 2 scores. 4th and 7 from the West, 18-yard line. Need to get to the 11-yard line. Jones, the snap back. He's in trouble. A screen is coming to Johnson.
One guy.
But he is hit at the 15. Leans to the 14, but that is it. As they had the screen called in the middle of the field, and it gains about 4, but they needed 2 more.
Yeah, it looked like that kid did a nice job of, you know, staying home, making a play all by himself, because it didn't look like there was too much left after him.
So this second quarter, the field flips to the Maroons at their own 14-yard line with just 2 minutes to go till halftime. And the only score in this quarter, a DJ Johnson 4-yard touchdown run midway through the second period. And that made it 21-7, and that's where we are right now. McCloskey ready for the snap. As West, up by 2 scores, going to go to the air. And they go to the sideline, and it's caught there at the 50 to the 40. And the man was tripped up, but he kept his feet, and he's going to score. A touchdown, and it's Lovett again, number 11, making another big play on the edge.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough play to give up. I mean,
86 yards.
Obviously, at this point in time, you want to keep everything in front of you. And I mean, he just pretty much just pinned his ears back and ran down the sideline.
And that guy's had quite a year. He's already had 2 touchdowns tonight. And this time, 86 yards after the Redbirds were in the red zone at the other end of the field. They decide to go up top, and he picks up his 9th touchdown catch of the year already. Love it for 6. And now Seibert tries to make it a 21-point lead. The kick is in the air, and it is good. 28-7, Belleville West, just like that. Lightning in a bottle. 1 play, 86 yards, and West scores again. Amazing turn of events there.
Yeah, that's some of the explosiveness that we, kind of hoped was going to come from our sideline. And obviously, there's still second half for us to do some of that, but, we're going to have to cut down on the penalties and some of the mistakes that have kind of killed some of our drives.
86-yard touchdown pass. It's McCloskey again going to the air to Lovett again. And McCloskey, 3 touchdown passes here in the first half. He had 2 in the first quarter. 1 to Lovett, 1 to Langston. And McCloskey now has 14 touchdown passes on the season.
And again, that's not a bad start. I think
only their fourth game of the year.
Yeah, I think the only other one that I've seen that's a little bit better than that is the Brock kid from Quincy. Seemed like he had about 40 touchdowns in the first 3 games.
Yeah.
I think I just saw tonight they said he was the all-time leading rusher down there with like something over 3,500 yards.
Amazing. He ran wild against the Redbirds, and the Redbirds were able to outscore the Blue Devils 41-37. Last week they beat Collinsville 35-6. Tonight, though, they trail a good Belleville West team 28-7, and the Redbirds get it at their own 20-yard line after the kick off and the touchback. 1:48 to go here till halftime now. 28-7, Belleville West. The Redbirds play at Edwardsville next week, and we'll see how that goes through the middle of the season here, important part of the season, as then they'll come home and play Belleville East, then go to O'Fallon in the Southwestern Conference. Then you have Granite City and East St. Louis at the end of the year. Here we go. Jones ready at his own 20-yard line. This ball is tipped, and it is caught and dropped. And Randolph almost had a pick 6 from the defensive end spot, as I think he deflected the pass and then almost grabbed it and ran in from 10 yards out for another TD.
Yeah, that was a lucky break for us. He catches the round ones a little bit easier than he did that one.
He can rebound a little bit, just a little bit. 28-7, Maroons.
Yeah, you may see a couple more runs from the Redbirds here after that.
1:43 to go. Redbirds are out of timeouts here in the first half, and now they'll pitch it to Johnson. He fumbles the ball. It's loose. It's still loose. It's picked up, and scoop and score for West. Touchdown, Maroons. The fumble was picked up, and just 3 or 4 yards into the end zone by that time, and it's 34-7 now, just like that. Amazing.
Yeah, it's a quick turn of events there. We, seemed like we were kind of feeling like we were maybe one big play away, and now all of a sudden, it's going to be a grind for us. Kids are going to have to show how resilient they are here. They're going to have to, somebody's going to have to kind of get everybody back in the game and focused and concentrate. Looks some dejected kids out there, but, they got to understand that there's still going to have to compete and play.
Extra point coming in a 34-7 ball game. And it was only a moment ago that it was 21-7, and the Redbirds had it in the red zone and failed on 4th down. And one play later, they went 86 yards with a pass, and this time it's a fumble recovery for another touchdown, and the point after is good. And it is now 35-7 in favor of Belleville West, and the Redbirds, who have won 2 games in a row, are in big trouble here at home, and we're not even to halftime yet. Second quarter now has 1:34 remaining, and another kickoff coming from Belleville West in a moment. Redbirds' only touchdown midway through the first quarter, Jones to Sanders, a 2-yard touchdown pass. That tied the game 7-7. But it's now 35-7, Belleville West. And we've almost hit halftime here after 90 minutes of football.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hard part about football. It's the momentum swings are just kind of drastic in some of the games.
Seibert getting ready to boot it. And he kicks it deep, and it's into the end zone for yet another touchback. Well, just before halftime, while we have a moment, E.J. Liddell. Let's talk about him a little bit. Ohio State, Illinois, and Mizzou. It's a top 3 now. Have you heard that one?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Who hasn't heard about it?
What do you think?
I mean, he's an impressive kid.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously he's a really, really good basketball player, but, he's just a quality kid. I mean, his parents have done a really, really good job. I think the big thing that you're most impressed about is how they've handled, the whole recruitment process. I mean, you don't see his parents out there, all over social media, talking. I mean, they've handled it inside, inside their house, inside their circle, and they've taken care of what they needed to. And, from all accounts, it just sounds like they've done a really good job of another fumble. Dang.
Yeah, fumble, and West may have come up with it again. It looks like they have.
But they've done a really nice job of from all appearances, of, just doing their due diligence and taking everything into consideration. I mean, like I said, I haven't been through it, but I can only imagine, what it's like.
Crazy.
Being the parents of that kid when, recruiters are trying to call him all the time and it just kind of dominates a kid's life, and he's, still been able to be a high school kid and enjoy himself, but also enjoy the experiences of, being the best basketball player in the state.
Yeah, for Belleville West.
I mean, you can say what you want, but that'd be a pretty neat feeling.
Yeah, special player, special person.
And that's what we talked to our kids at Open Gym, just Thursday night. I mean, if you're one of the best basketball players in the Southwest Conference, you got a good chance of being one of the best basketball players in the state.
Now they throw it up top and into the corner of the end zone. It looks like another touchdown for West, and it is 19-yard touchdown pass, so a fumble. And on the very next play, they throw it into the air, and there it goes again. McCloskey into the air to number 14, Langston, and they have connected twice here in the first half. Langston, his second touchdown catch. And now it's 41-7, Belleville West. 3 of the quickest touchdowns you'll ever see.
Yeah, we need to find a way to get out of this last minute 20.
1:20 left. So in 30 seconds, they've scored 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, at least in basketball you can stall.
Here's the kick. It's in the air, and it's good. Another extra point good. 6 for 6 for Seibert. Extra points. 42-7. And 19-yard touchdown pass this time from McCloskey to Langston. And getting away from the Redbirds now. As Belleville West will kick it off again with just 1:20 to go. And the toughest part of this all, what is Eric Dickerson going to tell the team at halftime? That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough.
I don't think it's going to be tough. It may be a tough message, but I don't think it's going to be tough for him to come up with what he wants to say.
No, tough love.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, football's a tough sport.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in basketball there's runs up and down, but, in football there's runs up and down while somebody's trying to punch you in the mouth. I mean, it's tough to play football. And
yep.
And they're gonna have parts of the season where somebody's gonna whoop you, and just how you respond. I mean, you gotta come back and compete, and you gotta come back and battle and fight, and I mean, obviously it's easy to say, but right now is the point where the upperclassmen, the seniors, the kids that have been in the weight room and put forth that effort this whole time are the ones that got to bring you back, and Terry's doing it right here.
Terry Walker returning the kickoff from his own 2-yard line. He's down the sideline, and he is going to score. A kick return for Terry Walker. He takes it to the house. Touchdown, Redbirds. 98 yards. They're calling it 99. Take your pick. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I kept talking because I thought he was going to kick it out of the end zone.
And this time it lands at the 1, and they decide to return it. Finally, they get to return one, and it's a touchdown.
His leg's tired.
1:06 left till halftime, and the Redbirds have scored.
You know, and that's what you're hoping for. A senior comes out, somebody needs to make a play to help, to help your team out, and he makes a play, and now it's going to come up to the kids that are on the defensive end. I mean, there's, a minute left, but Belleville West can come out and try to, score another one. So somebody's going to have to step up and make a play, and nobody's going to get it all back in one possession. I mean, you just got to keep chipping away.
The extra point is in the air, and it is good. 42-14 as the Redbirds return the kickoff all the way into the end zone as Terry Walker has scored a touchdown. He and Ahmad Sanders have the Redbirds touchdowns tonight. We've almost made it to halftime. 1:06 to go, first half. It's Belleville West 42, Alton 14. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Morse Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Morse Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honesty, integrity, quality, service, and value. Visit us at MHI1962.com or call 46-50505.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Should have made a home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
With Coach Eric Smith, Brent Birkeland back with you here at Public School Stadium. 1 minute to go till halftime. Our score 42-14. And it was only a minute or two ago, it was 21-7. But within a minute here, we've had 4 touchdowns. Belleville West with 3 TDs. Then Alton answered with a kickoff return by Terry Walker for a touchdown. And that's where we are right now, a score of 42-14, Belleville West. Redbirds back on defense as Belleville West returns the kick out to their own 37-yard line. And we'll see how things go from here with just a minute to go.
And just do your jobs right here. 1 minute, get stops, go in at halftime, talk about some of the things you want to change or try to do a little bit better, and then come out and play.
And whistles on the field, and we do have a flag on the sideline.
Yeah, it's going to be a running back heading up the field a little early.
False start, Maroons. 5 yards against the offense. Well, we had 3 touchdowns in 30 seconds, then 4 touchdowns in 42 seconds. 4 TDs in 42 seconds. And right now we're at 58 seconds left, first half. First half winding down here. Taking an hour and 40 minutes to play these first 2 quarters. There's a run up the middle. DJ Johnson out to the 41-yard line before he was tripped up there.
Trey comes in like he's going to blitz and has to come back and make a play, and kind of probably saves him from a big run there by just getting the leg.
Johnson again, first down to the 50. Now he's tripped up over the 50 near the Alton 45-yard line. Ahmad Sanders and the Redbirds in the secondary having to make some tackles here with the linebackers too. Sanders in on that tackle. from the Alton 45-yard line, 30 seconds to go. And the snap back, the hand to Johnson again. This time nothing doing as he was grabbed there and brought down. And one of the defensive linemen there, looks like Donovan Porter, defensive lineman, making a good play.
I mean, I guess, well, they're just going to let it out here, but
maybe one more play. Nope.
No.
Looks like we're under 5 seconds to go. And that will be the end of the first half.
Kind of surprised they didn't maybe try. I mean, they had, what, 10 or 15 more yards till maybe the Cyber kid has
Yeah,
a
that's
chance.
true. That's true, the way he can kick. So we've hit halftime here. Belleville West 42. The Alton Redbirds 14. After one quarter, it was 14-7, Belleville West. They made it 21-7. It stayed that way, 21-7, until we were under 2 minutes to go in the first half. But then West with 3 touchdowns in 30 seconds. And then the Redbirds answered with a 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Terry Walker. And that's where we are at halftime. West 42, Alton 14. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs.
20-7,
Liberty
Wood
Bank,
River at half.
Bank Local, Bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Moore's Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how
that's
buying a
okay.
car
I
is
thought we were
supposed to
going to
be.
roll.
Roberts,
Why don't you just
the value store since 1949.
Why don't you just stop?
Brightway Imaging has
Go
been
ahead.
serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI,
Yeah, I mean, we can do a
X-ray,
quick one, but then we
ultrasound,
can
and
stop
mammography.
down for
Brightway offers a more
about
private and comfortable
probably
experience with
15
caring
minutes
and
before we can
compassionate
break
techs
here
to
at
guide you
halftime.
through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand.
Okay,
Prompt
why don't we
service, convenient parking,
why don't we
knowledgeable
come back?
staff. Let Brightway show
why don't
why
we
they
come
are a
back in
smarter
about
healthcare solution.
12, 13
Visit us
minutes
at
then and do a halftime
brightwayimaging.com.
segment later?
The experience from the time they
No,
walk
no,
in the
that's
door,
good.
from
Either
the
way
time
will
they
work.
sit in
So why
front
don't we
of a
just stop
financial
down now and I'll talk to you in
service
about
officer.
12
We
or
want their
13.
experience to be
I'll
one
text
that
you when
they
we're ready.
will remember, one that they will
All right, thank
leave
you.
and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Morse Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Morse Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honesty, integrity, quality, service, and value. Visit us at MHI1962.com or call 46-50505.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Should have made home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Morse Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at brightwayimaging.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Morse Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Morse Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honesty, integrity, quality, service, and value. Visit us at MHI1962.com or call 46-50505.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Should have made a home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Morse Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the RiverBend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Morse Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Morse Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honesty, integrity, quality, service, and value. Visit us at MHI1962.com or call 46-50505.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Sure, I made one home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
RiverBender.com's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Midwest Members Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Morse Home Improvement, honesty, integrity, quality, and value. Brightway Imaging, lower cost exams with transparent pricing. Let Brightway show you a smarter healthcare solution.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. You must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the RiverBend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even
Ross,
a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Want me to give you a countdown and I'll just roll it or go? Yeah, that's fine. No,
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift.
On.
If you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison
Alton
Mutual
basketball coach Eric Smith, Brent Birkeland back with you here at Public School Stadium, and it is halftime. The Redbirds trailing Belleville West by a score of 42 to 14.
Madison Mutual.
Again, after one quarter, it was a 14-7 game, 21-7, with just 2 minutes left in that first half. But that's when West scored 3 touchdowns in about 30 seconds, and then the Redbirds with a quick touchdown of their own on that long kickoff return by Terry Walker, and now coming out of halftime, Eric, 42 to 14 West.
Visit us at MHI1962.com or call 46-50505.
That's the hard part, especially in a football game. When the momentum kind of shifts on you, it's hard to to get that change back, and you'll learn a lot about
I made a home inspection.
your kids and your team in these kind of
Great
situations.
Old or new, big or
nice
small,
part
you
was
need an
we
inspection.
saw a little
A
bit
Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
I mean, the important part for the kids to understand right now is that there's not one play that's going to get them 20.
Macias Insurance Agency.
Together.
And the Redbirds going to kick off here to start the second half, and we'll get the third quarter underway. Back here at the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth at Public School Stadium. It is week number 4 of the season. Tomorrow we have Illinois football live from Chicago. Illinois against South Florida. As the Redbirds kick it to the 15-yard line. It's returned to the 20, 25, 30, out to the 30-yard line. The return man there. But Illinois and South Florida tomorrow, they'll kick off at 2:30 here on the Big Z. Before that, at noon, you will hear the Triad CM game, Civic Memorial Football, on the air tomorrow as well on tape delay. So those football games on the air Saturday for you here on the Big Z. Right now, Friday night football doubleheader. We started earlier tonight with Wood River and Marquette. Now it's Alton and Belleville West. 42-14, West with the lead and the ball. Southwestern Conference football. And we're ready to go with McCloskey, the quarterback. Had a big first half, throwing touchdown passes. West even scored on defense, fumble recovery that was returned for a touchdown. Here's a run up the middle, not much there as defensive end Armonte Miller makes the play as he throws the running back down. No gain.
And there we go, one play at a time. I mean, just, concentrate on getting a stop. Concentrate on doing your job, read your keys, make a play, and then, let the chips fall where they may at the end. I mean, you gotta just, like I keep saying, just one play at a time.
Miller at one defensive end right now. The other defensive end, Tristan Underwood, a sophomore. McCloskey's going to throw into the flat. Open there at the 40 and caught. The receiver makes the catch. He's dumped there by the linebacker, Terry Walker, on the tackle out to the 41-yard line. It's 3rd and short. 3rd down and 1.5 yards to go for a first down. The snap back, and they hand it to D.J. Johnson. There's a good play. Negative yard, -1, back to the 40 as the Redbirds make the play there.
And the big key is, what you do on first down. You give yourself a little bit of room to, let them gain a few more yards on second down, and looks like they may go for it here. This is interesting.
Yeah, 4th and short with a big lead. Redbirds faking the blitz. Charles Miller almost jumping around there.
Watch the ball.
Here we go. It looks like they're just going to take the 5-yard penalty, delay a game maybe here. There's the flag.
That seemed like the longest 30 seconds in the world.
It did. Maybe that's not the call here. Let's see. We don't need an offsides, that's for sure.
They're sending their kicking team out there.
So it is actually a false start. False start, Belleville West. No delay of game. So they push the ball back to the Belleville West 36-yard line.
And there you go. Get a stop on the first possession, get it back.
10 minutes to go, third quarter. The second half underway here at the stadium at West Public School Stadium. And a punt coming to the Redbirds. Here it is, a low line drive that hits near the 30-yard line. Takes an Alton bounce back near the 35-yard line. And the Redbirds will have it down 42-14. Redbirds offense on the field. They'll mark it again at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Alton. Redbirds in the first half. Touchdowns for Ahmad Sanders and Terry Walker. McCloskey, though, for Belleville West, throwing 4 touchdown passes. They had a rushing touchdown as well with DJ Johnson, and then a defensive touchdown on a fumble recovery. So 6 touchdowns on the board for the Maroons. 42-14. Here's Andrew Jones ready for the snap. And the Redbirds, we'll see if they still use the run and the pass. And here's a sweep. Sanders, not much room. He's in trouble, and he's running out of room here on the near side. Here comes a flag flying in late. A block in the back may be coming as Sanders gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he had to fight and run 15 yards just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. Sideline to sideline, basically. The Redbirds will be penalized here on 1st and 10.
Yeah, and that's just going to make it a lot tougher.
And it is a blocking foul on Alton. And let's see where they move the ball here. 35-yard line, and they will mark it off from the line of scrimmage. It's going to go all the way back to the 20. 15 yards. It's a personal foul. And back near the 20-yard line. So 1st down, but now it's 1st and 25. Alton at their own 20-yard line. Redbirds on offense, Belleville West defense. Jones going to throw, the lefty underthrows. Maury Woods there on the left side. Woods, the intended receiver, incomplete. It was short on the throw. Coming out of the game, defensive or offensive lineman, Donovan Porter, the tackle. 61 going to come in, Jonte Leary, sophomore. As they rotate the offensive line a little bit, James Biggs is out there now, the senior. Biggs, looks like number 57. And Redbirds at 2nd down and 25 now. Here's the snap back to Jones. He's going to roll to his left. He's in trouble. Coming back to the right. Now he's going to run. Now he throws it up for grabs. Walker is there. He and Sanders were there, and I think they knocked it out of each other's hands, or it may have been a touchdown. Near midfield, Jones just threw it up. Kind of a Hail Mary in the middle of the field. Sanders and Walker both tipped it.
Yeah, Belleville West kids run into each other and the Alton kids run into each other. Too bad.
A broken play for sure.
One of the 4 couldn't have stayed on it.
So, 3rd down and long. Incomplete. And so, here comes the snap from their own 20-yard line again. And 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Jones ready. Snap back, straight back. He's in trouble right away. And he's going to fire it to midfield. He had a receiver open, underthrows it, and he almost comes back to make the catch. Might have been Maury Woods again.
Yeah, it was Maury.
13.
And that, I mean, play kind of breaks down, and, you know, Belleville West kid's looking in the backfield more. He gets, you know, behind him, but because of the pressure, it's hard for Drew to step up and, you know, make that long a throw.
As he put it in the air, about 30 yards in the air. And now they'll have to punt on 4th and 25, and the return man near midfield for this punt by Alton. Jones, the punter, inside his own 10-yard line. He boots it away, nice punt, and it goes to the West 42-yard line. Fair catch there by number 4, Goldsby. And now some pushing and shoving after the whistle. And a little chippy, and here comes the penalty flags again. And not what you want to happen in a blowout here in the third quarter. Eric Dickerson trying to get his troops rallied and huddled up. And penalty flags on the field, and the officials asking each other, what did you see? Well, what did you see? And they want to get some numbers on who those penalties are, and hopefully nobody gets thrown out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, at this point in time, not really what you're hoping for. I mean, obviously they're feeling pretty good and talking a little bit, and frustration's kind of coming out on our side. But, you know, I mean, that's the thing. Our kids got to, you know, they got to fight through a little bit of this adversity and, you know, just make a play instead of worrying about messing with everything else.
And it is personal foul on both teams after the whistle. And so, Belleville West ball, their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10 near midfield.
And the best call in football. Something you did bad, something we did bad, and let's just leave the ball right here.
Right. Offsetting penalties. 1st and 10, Maroons. Snap back. McCloskey's going to throw it. He throws it over the middle and incomplete, and there's a flag. A little bump, and it looked like the ball was already by. And Jamarcus Gary, the sophomore, going to get a penalty for Alton. Pass interference.
Yeah.
A little touchy on that penalty. And so, that'll give him another first down, leading 42-14, third quarter. And so far, 2 hours and 15 minutes for this ball game, and we're still basically early in the third quarter.
It's a good thing you get paid by the hour.
No. Thought that was coaches.
Yeah, probably get paid what we're worth by the hour, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. McCloskey ready in the shotgun again. This time he's going to hand it off. Johnson up the middle, lots of room, all the way inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Redbirds looking for a penalty there, maybe a hold, but no flag this time. Down to the 25, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's just a nice play. 2 guards coming around, little counter tray, and they do their job, seal everybody, and the kid just makes the right read and runs for a while.
All the way to the Alton 25-yard line with 6:50 to go. Here's a run up the middle, nothing doing there. Miller, 33, in on the tackle. And some more pushing and shoving after the whistle. The two teams. Redbirds on defense here. 2nd down and 10. As this third quarter rolls on after the run, the clock will run. McCloskey waits for another snap for Belleville West. Snap back, and he is hit as he throws it and knocked away. And we have penalty flags again. A late blitz there, kind of a delayed blitz maybe. Iziel Terrell buried the quarterback as he threw it.
Yeah, I just about split him in half. It was nice, nice hit. I mean, it was.
And we're going to have a penalty holding on the Maroons offensive line.
They obviously didn't hold Iziel.
No, he came in untouched on a little delay blitz there. But one of the defensive linemen for Redbirds being held there, it looked like, in the middle of the line. So back 10 yards to the 35-yard line in this scoreless third quarter, 42-14 West.
And again, nice, you get a good break here. Nice spot for our kids to, get a stop and hopefully get the ball back here.
Second down and 20. Ball at the 35 of Alton. Snap back, handoff Johnson. And he pushes forward and he carries Terrell with him to the 32-yard line. Gain of 3. Tackle by number 3, Iziel Terrell, the senior linebacker. 42-14, Belleville West. West looking to go 4-0 on the season. McCloskey looking to go deep, and he throws it.
Yeah, knocked that down.
Knocked it away. It's closer to the Redbird defender there who knocked it down. Incomplete. Third down, 3rd and 17.
And just keep everything in front of you. 4th down here, right?
4th down on the marker. I think it's 3rd and 17 after the holding.
4th and 17 for Belleville.
If not, they're going to go for it here with 7.5 minutes to go. Third quarter. Jackson McCloskey, the quarterback, and we have whistles and a flag. Maybe a false start on the offense again.
Wow.
Maroons going to be pushed back 5 more yards.
Both coaches are going to have a nice little conversation on Saturday or Monday when they're watching film.
It's going to take a long time to watch this film. Long ball game. And McCloskey ready to go again. After the 5-yard penalty, pushes the ball back to the 37-yard line. And here's a pick. And the quarterback was hit as he threw it. It's picked off there by Terry Walker. He brings it back to midfield, and we have a flag. Probably a hold on the offensive line again, but Walker with a pick. So Terry Walker with an interception. That would be the first Redbirds turnover on defense. And we'll see about the flag here. The ball is going to be marked at the 47-yard line. It is holding on West. There you go. And so Terry Walker now has the long kickoff return for a touchdown. Now he has an interception. So a big game by number 8. Trying to turn the tide and get a little Redbird momentum here. At their own 47-yard line, 1st and 10. 7:21 to go, third quarter.
Ball marked at the 47-yard line of Alton.
Redbirds offense gets ready to go. They'll hand it to Walker on an end around, and nothing doing there. He's going to lose big yardage. Back to the 40, inside the 40-yard line. A loss of about 8 yards as they tried to go wide there.
Yeah, they're in, just made a good play. Just beat our kid and came up the field, forced him to go a little bit wider, and did his job by stringing things out so some other people could come up and make a play.
Redbirds ready to snap it again. 6.5 minutes to go. And Jones will throw it deep. Woods is there. He makes the grab, and the defender is left in the dust. Touchdown, Maury Woods. Number 13 has the touchdown. 61 yards in the air from Jones to Woods.
Yeah, I mean, that nice play by Maury. I mean, ball was kind of thrown to the inside. Defensive back had, pretty good position, and Maury just came and made a play. And I mean, even for us as a basketball player, I mean, that's those are kind of plays that he makes. He makes athletic plays. I mean, he's probably one of the better all-around athletes that's probably out on the field tonight, and he shows it there.
So 3 different Redbirds have scored now. Sanders, Walker, and Woods. And that makes it 42-20. 42-20 score, and the extra point is in the air. And it is good. And the Redbirds are on the board. Trailing by 21. It's 42-21. Belleville West leading in the third quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff. Let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
The experience from the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience.
With you here as we continue in the third quarter, midway through the third, and the Redbirds on the board again. Here's a line drive kick to the 15-yard line after the Redbirds touchdown. The Maroons will bring it back to their own 35-yard line. Belleville West leading 42-21 after the long touchdown from Jones to Woods there.
And that's, the big thing right now is, we'll see how Belleville West responds. I mean, they obviously had the big lead, maybe a little lack of focus for them coming out here. Let us, get a stop on defense and a big play on offense, and, we'll see if they respond. We'll see if their kids have the ability to, kind of focus back on what they're supposed to do, and, conversely, our kids, they've had a couple positive plays here, and now that maybe re-energizes them a little bit.
6 minutes plus left, third quarter. Here's the handoff, goes to DJ Johnson, it looks like, over the right side for a couple yards. And they'll mark it out near the 37-yard line. Second down and 8. As the Redbirds once trailed 42-7, now it's 42-21. At the Walker kick return for the touchdown late in the second quarter, and now midway through the third quarter, they get a touchdown pass that goes to Maury Woods, the junior. Here's the snap back to Belleville West. They're going to run it again. And a missed tackle in the backfield, and there goes Jordan Bruce for a first down. almost for Iziel Terrell. He was in the backfield, but could not bring him down.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty big play for us right there.
Would have been a loss of about 4 or 5 yards, but Jordan Bruce has a first down out to the 47-yard line.
I think the frustrating part for Coach Dickerson is you get a kid that'll break through the line and you know, slow up or break up the play a little bit, and we don't have any red shirts there to help out.
There's a pass to the sideline and incomplete. No, they call it a catch, I believe. It was a bobble and then a hit and then a catch, but they say he was in bounds there. That had to be close here on the near side.
Yeah, I was always under the impression that you had to have it in your hands when you went out of bounds. And I think they flagged our sidelines.
Big bobble there. Maybe a sideline warning. We'll see.
I don't know if it'll be a warning.
Unsportsmanlike conduct? Maybe. And they sort things out here after a gain of about 9 yards there on that pass to the sideline.
Now it looks like we catch a break.
Yeah, it is going to be sideline warning. Ball at the 44 of Alton now. 2nd down and 1 after that pass of 9 yards to Will Langson. Langson, 2 touchdowns tonight, 2 touchdown catches for him. Lovett has 2 touchdown catches tonight. DJ Johnson with a touchdown run.
And here we go, just like we started. Another conversation.
Slow, slower, and slow. 5:15 to go, 3rd quarter. The officials, he's going to talk to every one of the officials on the field, I guess.
I mean, it's like he missed him.
And the ball right now resting at the Alton 44-yard line. We'll have to see. It looks like it is going to be 2nd and 1, and now it looks like we're ready to go.
But
maybe.
What could the conversation be about?
I don't know.
Went out of bounds, they gave him a warning, and now he's got to go talk to the back judge.
I don't know. I really don't. They've talked a lot. I don't know what else there is to talk about.
There's a beautiful sound, the whistle to start the count.
For now. Alton 44-yard line, Belleville West ball. And the shotgun and the handoff to Bruce. Jordan Bruce over the right side. Quick burst of speed. First down and more. Down near the 32-yard line for Bruce. As he goes over the right side. Good play call there. Good blocking on the right side. With 5 minutes to go. Clock still rolling. And Maroons. 1st and 10. Man in motion is Bruce. Handoff to Johnson. Up the middle. Big hole. There's a flag. And inside the 10. Down at 1st and goal near the 7 or 8 yard line. But looks like holding. And it's going to come back. So here comes the signal. It is holding. Offense, Belleville West.
And there's a break.
Yeah, big run by Johnson down inside the 10-yard line, and it's going to come back and push it back to the 40, 41-yard line. 10 yards to the 41.
And obviously, if you're their coach, I mean, that, frustrating. That's a 30-yard swing.
Yeah. And really both teams have had a lot of penalties tonight. Hasn't just been one side or the other. Now we're ready to go. Under 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. McCloskey ready, snap back, and he looks left. Now he looks to run it up the middle. Now he throws it to the sideline. And going to be caught there for just a few yards, maybe 5. On the sideline, they'll mark it at the 33-yard line now. So it's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and about 11, maybe 12 to go. They need to get near the 21-yard line for a first down. Near the red zone. Put a man in motion. They hand the ball off. Johnson has it. No gain there. Maybe 1 yard, and that's it. As the Redbirds make the play, make the tackle. Armonte Miller, 33, in on that tackle again.
And the same little play that they had a nice big run on, 2 plays ago. And I'd like to say, obviously, since they don't hold, we get a stop.
And a Redbird injury, maybe a cramp with the heat and the humidity out here today and tonight.
Yep.
Big lineman, defensive lineman for the Redbirds is down. Injury timeout, 4:11 to go. 3rd quarter. Our score, Belleville West 42, Alton 21. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
From the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Morse Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Morse Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honesty, integrity, quality, service, and value. Visit us at MHI1962.com or call 46-50505.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Should have made a home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
To go, the injured Kyle Hughes off the field. Gets a nice hand from the Redbirds fans, and now we're back to action. 3rd and long, 3rd and about 12 here for Belleville West. At the Alton 33-yard line. The snap back, McCloskey wants to throw. He throws it to the sideline, and big cushion over there. And Making a stop is Lovett. He turns around, makes the catch at the first down marker. First down, Maroons.
Yeah, I mean, that puts us in a bind. I mean, the kid's made, you know, a couple nice plays going down the sideline, and, you know, you have to give him some respect. I mean, he's got a handful of touchdowns this year, and, you know, it just makes it hard for you to decide what you're going to give up.
Belleville West, first down there on that 3rd and long. They convert to 3rd and 12. Now under 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. As the Maroons are into the red zone now, 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Snap back. McCloskey looks on a slant, and it is incomplete and then almost intercepted. I think that was Lovett, the intended receiver, in the middle of the field. And Gary almost
there to make a play.
Yeah, Jamarcus Gary almost with a pick too.
Yeah, which is nice to see. I mean, Jamarcus, you know, he's a sophomore. Didn't play last year, came out. I mean, kind of shows, you know, how good a kid he is. You know, being able to come back out after missing a year and being, you know, a sophomore, stepping in and playing.
Hand off to DJ Johnson. Couple of yards to the 14-yard line. That's it. Good play there in the middle of the line. Tyron Richardson may be in on that play. 5'9" senior defensive lineman. So now we have 3rd down and about 8 to go. In the red zone. 14-yard line. Need to get to the 6-yard line for a first down. McCloskey has it. He's going to hand it off.
Good play.
Kind of a delay there, and banging forward is DJ Johnson down near the 7. I think he's going to be about a yard short, yard and a half short. 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good run by that young man. I mean, we had him stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nice hit. Bounced off of us. We didn't wrap up. And, you know, he ends up gaining 3 or 4 more yards. Makes it 4th and short.
And they're going to go for it inside the 10-yard line. And it is
stop.
Quarterback keeper. He bounces off a couple of Redbirds, and he's got the first down near the 5-yard line. McCloskey, quarterback sneak.
That's, I mean, I guess, the frustrating part on our end. I mean, that's 2 back-to-back plays where we've had them stop behind the, you know, at the line of scrimmage or behind, and, you know, their feet just keep going, and they keep, you know, getting some extra yards off the plays and extends the drive.
So now 2:22 to go in the 3rd, with Belleville West continuing this drive. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. And McCloskey wants to throw to Lovett, and he's double covered out there. Double coverage and incomplete. Near the back pylon in the back corner there on the right side. Incomplete. A couple of Redbirds were there, and it's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line. Ahmad Sanders there on the right side. Also looks like Damian Jones is over there, 21. Here's the handoff, and Bruce slips and falls, so he's going to lose a yard in the backfield. He lost his footing. 6-yard line, 3rd and goal. And that was number 7, Jordan Bruce, on the run to the right. And we're now at 1:40 left, 3rd quarter.
And it's been a, you know, good drive by them. We got it back around with 7 minutes or so left, and now all of a sudden, you know, they ran 5-6 minutes off the clock here, threatened to score.
Alton scored at 6:23, so yeah, the 6-minute mark, they got the ball and still have the ball 5 minutes later. And McCloskey has it, looks over the middle, has time, and now a wide open receiver, touchdown, right in the middle of the end zone.
And there's a flag.
And some whistles and a flag again. 5-yard, 6-yard touchdown pass. but it may be coming back. Belleville West, false start.
Here we go.
And so, no touchdown yet. They go back to the 11-yard line.
I mean, obviously, if the score ends up the way it is, Coach Pettis is going to be excited to get out of here with the win, but, I would imagine they're going to have some conversations watching the film.
Sloppy. In game number 4 for this many penalties and this many mistakes. Well, not a ton of turnovers, but we've had our share of other things here. It's 42-21, Belleville West. 1 minute to go, third quarter. And so, back to the 11-yard line, 3rd and goal. McCloskey throws it, complete, inside the 10. Terry Walker with a solo tackle there. Walker makes the tackle at the 7-yard line, gain of 4. 4th down.
And this is one thing I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen a couple more times is that, this kid coming in and having an opportunity to kick a field goal with, the way he kicks.
Yeah. And he puts the tee down at the 14-yard line. It's going to be a 24-yard field goal attempt.
Maybe we can say something about he's perfect on the season and jinx him something here.
24 yards away, and we have a whistle. And a timeout, I think. Timeout, Belleville West. Late third quarter, 42-21 score. And we have a timeout on the field before the field goal try for Belleville West. Again tomorrow, Triad and CM on the air. You'll hear that game at 12 noon tomorrow. And that will be followed by the Illinois-South Florida game. Illinois playing at Soldier Field in Chicago tomorrow against South Florida. So Illinois football on the Big Z tomorrow as well. 2:30 kickoff. So all of that action coming up tomorrow, and next weekend more football, including an Illinois Friday night game in Champaign. Illinois will be hosting Penn State next Friday night. We'll also have Alton and Edwardsville next Friday night. And now we're ready for a 24-yard field goal attempt. Logan Seibert from 24 yards away. In a 42-21 ball game. The hold down, the kick is up, and it's good. 24-yard field goal. And West extends their lead to 45-21. Late third quarter. Back at the stadium in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises, not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography. Brightway offers a more private and comfortable experience with caring and compassionate techs to guide you through each exam. As an independent imaging center, Brightway Imaging offers lower cost exams with pricing you can understand. Prompt service, convenient parking, knowledgeable staff, let Brightway show why they are a smarter healthcare solution. Visit us at RiverBender.com.
Again, 18.3 seconds left. Third quarter, 24-yard field goal by Logan Seibert. And he makes it 45-21, and we've almost hit the end of the third quarter. Belleville West, big lead on the Alton Redbirds. After one quarter, we had a 14-7 West lead. At halftime, we were at 42-14. Right now, it's 45-21 Maroons. Belleville West beating Alton last year. A close game, competitive game, but this year West comes to town and having some fun. Last year was a 20-6 ball game. 18 seconds left here in the third quarter as another touchback for the kicker, so Alton at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, he's probably told not make sure he didn't leave it a yard short.
Right. None of that 99-yard, 98-yard kickoff return stuff. Here's Terry Walker. Grabs it and out over the 40 to the 45. A gain of 25 more for Terry Walker.
And again, you know, I mean, it's Terry makes some nice plays, but he gets some downfield blocking from some guys to help out, and you know, gets an opportunity to get out in space a little bit.
Terry Walker, big game. Number 8. Has an interception in the game, has a kickoff return for a touchdown, 99 yards. 6.3 seconds left. Jones back to throw. He's in trouble and throws it away at the 50-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. And whistles for the end of the third quarter in a 45-21 ball game. Belleville West over Alton as we go to the fourth. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Oh, no.
From the time they walk in the door, from the time they sit in front of a financial service officer, we want their experience to be one that they will remember, one that they will leave and tell their friends about, but one that is hassle-free.
We have their best needs at heart, that we deliver on what we say we're going to do.
And let them know that we're there and that we care outside of your money, we care about your family.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Morse Home Improvement is a second-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Morse Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honest...
Win the third quarter by a score of 7-3. Redbirds had a touchdown in the third quarter, a field goal for Belleville West. That was our only scoring. At halftime, 42-14 was our score, and we're closing in on 30 penalties in this game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Drew had a little pressure in his face and, you know, goes out to the right. Obviously, he's a left-handed quarterback, and he tries to throw across his body. You know, ball lands at about the 40-yard line. Terry's standing at the 30, and the ball lands on the numbers, and Terry's standing on the numbers. So, I mean, technically maybe, but I mean, I guess, you know, the kid's trying to throw across his body, and I guess.
So first down and about 17, 18 yards. Here's Ahmad Sanders running right. Sanders trying to turn the corner. He goes around the end for a yard or two to the 36, 37-yard line. As the fourth quarter gets underway, it's Alton ball. Redbirds have scored 3 touchdowns in this game.
I mean, honestly, the Belleville West, you know, kids up front have done a nice job of, you know, they've kind of taken us a little bit out. Tim hasn't necessarily had the amount of touches that he's had in the last couple games, but I mean, obviously the score kind of dictates some of that. So, you know, they made us kind of one-dimensional, and, you know, some of the times when we've done this jet sweep or some of the running plays, I mean, they've strung it out, and, you know, they've had good pursuit to the ball, and they've been able to make plays.
It's a snap back to throw to Maury Woods, and a penalty flag as they rough the quarterback again, I believe, here. The pass is up to the 45-yard line, a gain of about 8 or 9 yards, and we're going to have a personal foul on the defense. Roughing the passer again. And so that's going to tack on 15. The Redbirds will have a first down. Depending on where they mark it here. Take the play and then add 15. You're going to go into Belleville West territory down near the 40-yard line.
Take them any way you can get them.
Yes. Try to keep moving forward here in the fourth quarter. Boy, the end of that second quarter was the killer. Those 3 touchdowns in 30 seconds. Yeah, I mean, basically the difference in the game.
You play a good team, and you know, maybe lose your focus for, you know, a couple minutes, and it can turn pretty quick.
Shotgun for Jones. Alton going to throw it again. They're trying to sack the quarterback again, and they do. The rush is on, and he is sacked back near his own 46, 47-yard line, and that's 56. Caraway making the play again.
Yeah, they decided that they were going to come get him. It looked like they brought both linebackers, and everybody just pinned their ears back and went after him.
And again, that defensive line is at a big night. They've been in the backfield all night long, whether it's been the quarterback, the running back Johnson, or even the sweeps to the left, to the right. They've been in the backfield. Negative yardage a lot. Here comes a screen, and it goes to Tim Johnson. Over the 50-yard line to the 47 of Belleville West. Now we're going to have fourth down. We're under 10 minutes to go in this ball game. Jones comes to the sideline for a new play. Actually, 3rd and long here in a 45-21 game. Belleville West with a field goal here in the second half. 3 points is all at the moment. Redbirds with a touchdown in the third quarter. Here comes Randolph after Jones again, and he throws it. It is complete to Woods, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete to the receiver here on the near side. Jones to Maury Woods there.
Yeah, it would have been a nice play, but just standing out of bounds when he caught the ball. And now it's fourth.
Another broken play, and Jones running for his life again and throws it on the run. Woods made the catch, stepped out of bounds, or was already out of bounds when he caught it. 9:16 to go in the fourth. And it is fourth down. 4th and about 15, 16 yards to go. Jones giving the new play to his receivers here. Walker split wide right, but he's looking left and looking deep for Woods. He throws it to Woods, and it is out of bounds. Woods somehow came up with that catch, even though the defender was all over him, but he was well out of bounds this time. Incomplete, Belleville West ball. That was 4th down. And so the Maroons have it, and they want to run some clock here with this big lead.
Evangeline Hughes, if you could please go down to the Alton bench. Evangeline Hughes.
Now we're ready for the snap. For Belleville West, 1st and 10. They have the ball at their own 47-yard line here. Snap back, they hand the ball off. Up the middle, it is D.J. Johnson with some tough running again. Strong run, leaning forward near the 1st down. He may have 10 yards right on the nose.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of trickery here. They're just going to line up, and they're bringing an extra kid in. One of the slots come in, as an extra blocker, and they're just going to hand it and run it straight up.
Let the clock roll so they can get back to Belleville. 45-21 Belleville West. Here's another run between the tackles. A gain of about 3 to the Alton 40-yard line. Redbirds 3 touchdowns on the night. Maroons with 6 touchdowns on the night. Right now it's a 24-point lead for Belleville West. West had a field goal in the 3rd quarter. Now the Redbirds are offsides. Looks like offsides 4 or 5 times. And not only that, but it looks like the same Redbird, a couple of different Redbirds have been offsides multiple times.
Yeah, I think it,
So 5 free yards there. The ball goes to the 35-yard line of Alton. 2nd down and short now after the penalty. Here's Johnson. 1st down. Down near the 30-yard line he goes. Terrell and another Redbird, Miller. Armonte Miller in on the tackle as well.
Yeah, there's definitely been some situations where, we've got to do a little bit better job of staying focused and kind of understanding, the situation and what they're going to try to do to us.
And offsides is a tough one for the defense. You want to jump, you want to get a good start, but you got to wait.
Yeah.
Here's no gain. Back to the 30-yard line for the ball carrier this time is Charles Miller, one of the first ones there to make the play. Johnson to the 30-yard line. 2nd down. We're at 7 minutes to go in the game.
And it's hard for a kid, you go to practice every day, and that line coach is standing there yelling at you, get off the ball, get off the ball, get off the ball.
You want to go, go, go.
Sometimes it's just hard to talk yourself into it.
To the right side. Johnson running down inside the 25, near the 22-yard line. 21-yard line is where they'll mark it. 3rd and 1 now. 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. A lot of the fans have left for the night. 3-hour ball game so far.
Probably past their curfew.
Yes. Bedtime. Friday night or not. So what? Here's Johnson. First down. He's in the red zone. Down to the 19-yard line he goes. So it's 1st and 10, Belleville West, and they can run some more plays and run some more clock here in the fourth quarter. Up by 3 scores. 6 minutes to go in the game. No huddle offense. McCloskey waiting. And he'll take the snap back and give it to D.J. Johnson. Nothing there. Iziel Terrell in on a lot of tackles still here late in the game, and also Donovan Porter there quite a bit tonight.
And obviously at this point in time of the game, you're facing a fairly decent deficit, and the clock keeps running on. You get first downs, but you find out a little bit about your kids right here. I mean, they just going to give in, or are they just going to keep fighting? And this is things that you preach to them as a coach. That, you may not think it's that big a deal, but being able to compete and fight may, 2 or 3 games from now be the difference. And right now, I think you like what you see. I mean, they get it down to inside the 20, and they're just chipping away at you. And you've made, 3 plays back to back where, you're keeping them from getting another first down, and you got to get, you've got an opportunity to get a stop.
3rd down. 3rd and about 7 from the 16-yard line of Alton. The Maroons in the red zone. 4:40 left in the game. And West ready on 3rd down. They're going to put the ball in the air. They throw it to the far sideline. It's caught. It's Lovett, number 11 again, and he has a 1st and goal on the catch. Down to the 6-yard line it goes with 4:24 left now. West in the red zone, may score again here late in the game. Handoff to Johnson, untouched. Up the middle he goes. Touchdown, Belleville West. 6-yard touchdown run. His 2nd touchdown run of the game. Many of the others, a handful of touchdown passes, but it's D.J. Johnson to the end zone. With 4:20 to go in the game, it's a 6-yard touchdown run. Johnson scored back in the 2nd quarter on a 4-yard touchdown run. Now Seibert tries for the extra point. And he'll try to make it a 52-21 ball game. And the kick is in the air, and Seibert has made another extra point. Belleville West 52, Alton 21. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Morse Home Improvement is a 2nd-generation, family-owned and operated company committed to putting customer service and quality first. Serving you since 1962, we strive to make every customer a customer for life. At Morse Home Improvement, we operate by a code of ethics we call the Morse Code. This code consists of honesty, integrity, quality, service, and value. Visit us at MHI1962.com or call 46-50505.
You're here for a specific reason, and I'm here to help.
I thought you got the house inspected.
I did.
Should have made a home inspection.
What?
There you go. Great coffee, by the way.
Old or new, big or small, you need an inspection. A Madewell home inspection. Your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be made well. Call Madewell Inspections at 618-610-5885.
Roberts Motors is proud to say that we've been serving the Alton area for over 68 years. We must be doing something right to be able to say that. Stop by and find out why customers love the experience at Roberts. We pride ourselves in providing our customers all the information they want in an upfront manner, making the process of buying a vehicle easy and surprise-free. High pressure, hidden fees, surprises not allowed here. Stop by today and let us show you how buying a car is supposed to be. Roberts, the value store since 1949.
Brightway Imaging has been serving the Riverbend's radiology needs for over a decade. Brightway's services include MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, and mammography.
Back at the stadium, up on State Street here at West Public Schools Stadium. Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth with Coach Eric Smith. Brent Birkeland with you. Alton ball at their own 20, another touchback. And the Alton Redbirds have the ball with just 4:20 left to go. Now trailing 52-21. Jones back to throw. He throws to Ahmad Sanders. Little screen to Sanders to the 25-30, 35-40. He's knocked out of bounds outside the 40-yard line for Ahmad Sanders. So the Redbirds going to be 2-2 on the season, going to go to Edwardsville and then come home to play Belleville East. So last year, 5-4, made the playoffs, went to Chicago, won a playoff game, had a big game here, packed house here in the playoffs. What's going to happen this year as the season goes on? It's a long season. A lot of things left to be decided.
Yes, it is.
Tim Johnson, 10 yards there.
That's the fun part about football. I mean, it's a long season, and the ups and downs and all the different things that can factor into what happens in your season. I mean, it was fun to watch those kids last year. At the beginning, people doubted them, but their resiliency and the way they just the coaches just kept preaching to them one day at a time. Kind of similar to what we talked about here with, one play at a time. They just kept talking to their kids about just focus on today, get better today. That accumulation, on a Friday night will hopefully help us win a game. And, they pieced together some wins to get to 5-4 and, made a nice little run in the playoffs and got a lot of, support from the community in that playoff game. And it was just it was a great atmosphere, and it was really fun for the kids because, I mean, obviously as the basketball coach, the nicest part is the momentum from a football season carrying over to the winter. A handful of places that we've been, there's a lot of times where good football teams translate into good basketball teams. And nice part for us is, we got a pretty good relationship with Coach Dickerson and his staff, and they do a nice job of working with us, and I'd like to think that they, believe that we do a good job of working with them. We got a lot of kids that are out there on the field, and I mean, that's the thing we talk to our kids about is football's a hard sport.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're out there and it's hot, and it's cold, and it's physical, and it is demanding. And the nice part for us is, we think that makes kids better basketball players because, when you're down 4 with 2 minutes left against Eastside or in Edwardsville, and you're hoping that your kids are going to be competitive, and I don't think there's too many better things than a football player being out on the floor for us to lead with that competitiveness.
Got to have the toughness, and football especially, as we've talked about many times. Here's a long throw to Maury Woods, and incomplete. Jones was hit as he threw it. Now a flag comes out at the goal line.
And that's the nice part, Reese. I mean, obviously when I first got here, we didn't have a ton of kids that, played football. And there was a lot of good athletes that, weren't out here that could have helped. And, obviously it selfishly could have maybe helped to make a difference in some of those games for those kids. And the longer that I've been here, the more, nice that more kids have, been out there. I mean, if you look out on the field at the beginning of the game tonight, I mean, a lot of two-sport athletes out there. And even better for us is that a lot of those kids are doing other things also. I mean, we've got a lot of those kids that are, playing football, basketball, and running track.
Sure.
So, it just, from a coaching standpoint, I mean, I think it helps everybody, and it most importantly helps the kid.
2 minutes left, fourth quarter. as we wind things down here on a Friday night. Belleville West going to be 4-0. It's going to be interesting to watch the rest of their year at 4-0 in the middle of the season here. Here's a flag flying, and they throw to the end zone. It's incomplete. No, they call it a pick. Belleville West, I believe, picking that off. I thought he was out of the back of the end zone, but they're going to call it a pick. And it looks like an Alton holding back at the line of scrimmage. We'll check that as well. It is holding on Alton, and it's Belleville West ball on the pick.
It was pretty obvious.
Yeah. They coming after Drew Jones all night long. Especially with that front four, solid front four for Belleville West. And so now, with just 1:59 to go in the game, the Redbirds go back to defense, and that will be the end of that. And on top of this loss, it looks like a loss for Kyle Hughes, and that's not good because the ambulance getting ready to take him away now with that leg injury. So Kyle Hughes may be lost for a while, and that is not good to see.
Yeah, I hate to see that.
You always don't want to see anything like that.
Like we said, he's a great kid. He works his tail off, never complains. Always got a smile on his face. We've enjoyed being around that kid for the last couple years.
He's a junior, 5'9", 300-pound lineman.
Wrestler, too, I believe, right?
I think that's right, Kyle Hughes. And Redbirds on defense with just a minute and a half to go in the game now. Redbirds defense, a 3-hour-plus ball game. And Belleville West waiting all the way to the end of the play clock before they snap it and hand it off. And the run up the middle makes it third down, third and about 5 to go. And maybe one more play. And that should do it for the night. Belleville West, strong start to the season. We've seen their scores. We've seen them go 2-0, 3-0. Now they're going to be 4-0 and 2-0 in the conference. And a third down play with 35 seconds left. So one more run or take a knee, and that will be the end of that. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Johnson. DJ Johnson to the 35-yard line, and that is the end of the ball game. 10 seconds left. And first down. So they stop the clock for a moment and then restart the clock again at 1st and 10. First and 10, Belleville West, and now the clock rolls, and that is the end of the ball game tonight. Our final score, Belleville West 52, the Alton Redbirds 21. Back with the post game in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.